Zoinks! We got a flat on our Polaris Pro XP. First, I'm going to show you how to fix that using the AGM Manual Jack Pro and a 1/2-inch impact. Then I'll show you everything you need to know to lift your XP with this jack. Let's get into it. All right, first thing we want to do is get under here and get our 2 points of contact. Go ahead and lift. There we go. With the vehicle in the air, we can pull the lugs. Couple quick points on that. One, if you don't have an impact before you start lifting, go ahead and break those loose. That way you have the weight of the vehicle on the tire. It's going to make breaking these loose a lot easier. And then two, you notice I caught everything. We're doing that because we don't want any of these to fall in the dirt and have a chance for dirt or debris to get in here, which when we go back on could potentially gall the threads. Now, if you do drop one, not the end of the world. Pick that guy up, knock it out, blow it out, and make sure that you're free of debris, and then go ahead and stick those somewhere safe. Let's get this off and get it changed. Okay, a couple of things to talk about as we go on here. First of which is we want to start the lugs by hand. That way we know we're not cross-threading anything. If you did try to start it with the impact, there is a chance you could cross-thread and damage the studs, creating a whole bunch more work you don't want to deal with. So with those on, now we're going to go ahead and tighten in a cross pattern. Now the reason we do that is just good practice. There are certain vehicles that if we were to tighten this in a circular pattern, we could potentially pull the wheel up to the rotor crooked. We would tighten it, we'd never know. We'd go drive down the road. This would square up to the rotor and the wheel would then come loose. The lug nuts would fall off, bad stuff. So as best practice, go ahead and hit those in a cross pattern. Now, you notice I didn't gun them home because I am just trying to square this up. Now, at this point, if you have a torque wrench, go ahead and lower the jack down so you have a little bit of load back on the tire, and then torque these to spec. I think for this car, aluminum wheel, it's 120 foot-pounds. We don't have a torque wrench though, so what we're going to do is just go around one more time with the impact, then we'll take care of that when we get back to the shop later. So. All right, now that those are tight, we can lower the jack down. And get back on the trail. We're gonna start in the rear, but first, let's grab our jack. Get a hook, an impact. Now the primary lifting point here on the rear of this Pro XP is the trailing arm. What we're doing is we'll adjust our pad so that we get under the arm, and we're looking to make 2 points of contact. The first is the pad to the arm itself, and the second will be along the body of the jack to the spring on the suspension. That way those 2 points of contact help to stabilize the jack, so when we lift, it's a lot more secure. Okay, we have those 2 points. We're in nice and tight. We're gonna go ahead and lift. There you go. Tire is in the air and ready for your repair. If you're not able to lift from the trailing arm for any reason, there is an alternate lift point at the back of the car here on the lower radius rod. We're actually gonna pick up just before this bend where the radius rod is as close to parallel to the ground as possible. Now, a couple things to note before you do this. Because we're lifting in line with the car and the jack is going to want to roll the direction the wheels roll, we want to make sure we're in park, and if you can, chock a tire with a rock. That way this thing isn't getting away from you. With that said, we'll adjust the collar so it comes up to the underside of the radius rod. We're going to get those 2 points of contact, one with the pad underneath the radius rod and then the other one touching here at the top. With those two in place, we should be able to lift. There you go. Vehicle is in the air and ready for repair. Now, if you're unable to lift from the trailing arm or the radius rod, there is a third alternative here in the rear. and that's the chassis tube here along the side of the vehicle. What you're going to need to access that is the combo hook. Now, the combo hook will work for all the other lifts too, but in addition to that, it has one additional really cool feature, which is we can change out the lift points, in this case for the pin design. And that pin design is going to allow us to register right in this hole. The way we'll do that, now that we have this installed, we'll adjust the height of the collar to what we need. We'll register this in, a little high, all the way in nice and snug, and lift. There you go. Vehicle is in the air and ready for the repair. The primary lifting point on the front of this car is actually along the side of the car, just forward of the tube and the opening you can see here. What we're going to do is just position the bottom of the jack under our lift, so we have a little bit of back angle there. That way, as we lift, the jack is going to come up to vertical, making it nice and stable. And we want to make sure we just have the pad in under the tube, which we do. Go ahead and lift. Just like that, we have the tire in the air, ready for the repair. Now there's an alternate lift point here on the side if you have the combo hook. Just like we did in the rear, we're going to take the combo hook, put the pin attachment in it, drop that guy in here, and we can register right into that forward location. And there you go. We have the vehicle up in the air, ready for the repair. Real quick before you go, 2 quick tips. The first one, if your car is drivable, pull it off to a safe place off the trail, preferably flat, unobstructed ground before you begin your repair. This is going to do a couple things. One, it's going to make sure that you don't get hit. And 2, it's going to also make sure that you're not blocking the trail. Plus, it's just easier to work in an area like that. And the second thing is if any part of your body is going to be under the vehicle, or there's a chance that you might have to get back in while the car is lifted, you want to use something under the vehicle as a jack stand. Now that could be a hard shell cooler, spare tire, rock, log, whatever it is, just make sure that you have something under the car in case the car slips off the jack. This is going to make sure that you remain safe, and it's going to make the repair quicker and easier so you can get back on the trail faster. Our goal today was to show you everything you need to know to lift your Pro XP, because how you lift it matters. Now, if you have any questions, please leave them below. I'm Brian with AGM. Thank you for watching this episode of How You Lift It, and we'll see you next time.